was proposed that a better way to effect a run out for a fielder, a bowler or a wicket-keeper is to take the ball from the throw in front of the stumps and bring the ball back into the stumps. Now traditionally it was taught to get behind the stumps and take the ball in this manner, thus affecting the run out. So, which theory makes more sense? Well, firstly, we know that a fast, flat throw is the key to getting run-outs. And that if a ball can either hit or be taken directly over the stumps, then that is the most efficient way. And that if you can give yourself the two options, then you're going to be much more effective as a fielder. So, this theory means that you have to know where you are in relation to the stumps. And one of the things that I see a lot is that players get confused of where they are in relation to the stumps, and by the time they take the ball, they take time searching for the stumps. Therefore, I would propose it's much more efficient to align yourself with the stumps, to train to throw over the top of the stumps, and that will then give you the best chance of succeeding in getting more run-outs and being a better fielding. In cricket training today, you commonly see little stumps used. And the theory is that if in your throwing, if you practice hitting the little stumps, then with the bigger stumps you'll become more efficient. Well, the question is this the best way to practice throwing for a run-out? Traditionally, we were taught that the best way to throw is to throw for the top of the stumps. And this had logic to it, because not only by throwing to the top of the stumps, it meant that you could get a run-out by hitting the stumps, but importantly, it would allow either the bowler, the fieldsman, or the wicket-keeper to come in and take the ball and affect the run-out. By practicing just throwing at the cut-off stumps, you take away these options. And the more options you take away in cricket, the less efficient you become. So we're seeing a lot of run-outs today missed because not only does the ball miss the stumps, but it doesn't give the opportunity for either the bowler, the wicketkeeper, or the fielders to collect the ball and affect the run-out. A new innovation that's coming into fielding is doing your catching practice with padded bats. And on the face of the bat there's a rubber strip. It's a smallish bat and it's got a rubber strip. And that it makes it easier for the hitter to hit the catches. Well, it might make it easier for the hitter, but doesn't make the catcher more efficient in catching the ball. The question is that what else is important in catching than just sighting the ball and catching it? Obviously, the ground and moving over the ground is critical, and the sound is critical. And that the best fieldsmen instinctively listen for the sound coming off the bat. So if you're training without using the sound, then you're taking away a critical element that the best fielders will use in determining how far, how high, and where they have to be in position to take the catch. Wicket-keeping is critical to a successful team, because as we've seen, a missed opportunity can cost in the order of 30 plus runs. So every opportunity taken means that we're closer to getting those 10 wickets. One of the proposals is that by giving yourself time as a wicket-keeper, meaning distance, that you give yourself the best opportunity of executing a dismissal. The question is this the most efficient way of creating an opportunity? The old theory was that for a wicket-keeper, you judge your length by around the knee or the thigh area, the ball coming through to catch the ball. Today, the thinking is that more time and taking it lower will mean less mistakes. I'm proposing that the old theory was a good method. And the reason was because the old theory gave you the opportunity to create or take chances. And by measuring your distance by where you're taking the ball was a very simple and most efficient way of achieving this aim. The one-handed catch or the one-handed stop can look brilliant, but is it the most efficient way for a wicket-keeper or a fieldsman to affect an outcome? Well, again, the question is what happens after the attempt? One is, as a fielder, can you get back in position to throw the ball? As a keeper, can you maintain control of that ball in your glove? And by throwing the one hand, the body is put into a position where it must recover from that position to affect something else. So, the most efficient way to affect any movement is to use your feet to make sure that you set up whereby you can take the ball in two hands. And this is something you can practice and get efficient at by practicing your footwork and your footwork to taking balls to your side of your body. Measurement of wicket-keeping performance is how many byes a wicket-keeper concedes. And while we want a wicket-keeper to take every ball, we want to make sure that the wicket-keeper has the potential to create opportunities. So I would much prefer the wicket-keeper create opportunities that get me the 10 wickets than miss the opportunities and reduce the byes.